I'm here on site at the National Restaurant Association's annual forum for the restaurant, food service, and hospitality industries. Each year, thousands of people flock to Chicago to talk about the industry's challenges and opportunities. But they're also here to meet some industry influencers, trying to seek out new products and concepts, and also to try some great food. I'm here, however, to talk about one of the key themes for the show this year, which is the integration of technology and food service. So it's increasingly important for food service operators to consider technology, especially in developed markets, in which we're seeing more instances of market saturation. And so food service operators need to engage technology in order to gain the leverage they need to compete in these markets, especially in cases in which consumers in developed markets are faced with a wealth of opportunities when choosing to dine out. And increasingly, consumers have less and less time to consider these options. So one of the best opportunities we have here in technology for food service operators is using technology to increase the level of consumer customization. And so we've seen a bunch of examples of this throughout the show this year, including self-service kiosks, especially in beverages, including soft drinks and coffee products, in which we have kiosks that are embedded with digital displays, and consumers can choose from a variety of products, and they can customize each product by adding different flavors or flavor intensity, sweetness, things like this. We've even seen a machine that helps consumers choose their own wine and then serves the wine for them. Another good example of this is in-store touchscreens, and we can find these touchscreens at the counter at, say, quick service restaurants, or we'll find them at individual tables in full-service restaurants, in which the consumers can customize their order, place the order, and then make the payment in sort of a one-stop shop, which increases the efficiency of the order, increases turnover, and hopefully adds as an incentive for the consumer to come. So another exciting development that we've seen with technology, especially this year, and this is something we've seen at the Tech Pavilion at the show this year, are sort of the different ways that food service operators are incorporating the Internet of Things sort of concept that we're seeing as a sort of pervasive way for consumers to engage with technology in several industries. So the Internet of Things is being integrated into even kitchen equipment, for example, or point of sale terminals, or different ways in which companies can aggregate data to really target consumers through different marketing schemes. We're even seeing different ways in which companies can really personalize the experience down to the individual consumer. And so we're seeing a few different examples of this. For example, in Japan, in train stations, if a consumer has missed their train or their train is delayed, through clever uses of RFID technology, say the local coffee shop could send a promotion for the consumer to visit the coffee shop, grab a cheap coffee, especially if it's a cold day. And so we're seeing these data collection services able to analyze the weather patterns, analyze traffic patterns, where the consumer is, and what they've purchased previously, in order to make these really personalized individual offers. Mobile device penetration is increasingly widespread, and so companies are able to use this data to really target individual consumers through their mobile devices. And because of this, we're seeing companies able to target these consumers and entice them to come to their store specifically, and to gain a wider consumer base. And this really helps them edge themselves up against different market competitors, especially in these markets that are seeing new levels of market saturation.